Okay, the focus that I've had over many years and along with other home economics teachers, and now more so in the last year, is how home economics can use ingredients to support learning opportunities for the cost of living crisis. The cost of living crisis currently leaves some of our poorest households with just under £30 a week. It is a difficult time for everyone, especially our families of the children that we teach. We all can promote learning and use our lesson planning and our schemes of work. And in my personal opinion, we can have a role in passing on knowledge and life skills to help the families cook on a budget, inspire them with quality ingredients that are cost effective and sustainable. We can use energy saving appliances as well. And I have some examples today to show you of where I brought in an air fryer to help with explaining to our young people the importance of saving energy while cooking. And that is some of the ways that we can help our lowest earning households. I love the quote from Jamie Oliver, "Ingredients matter. Real food does not have ingredients. Real food is ingredients." And I feel it's very relevant today, especially after listening to some of our speakers from our farming background and our other industries. And I think this is how we as food teachers can support our families. So the focus is on cooking on a budget, and I know myself and many other of our home economics teachers use the Food Effective Life free resources to help us. And in particular, they have a resource, Cooking on a Budget, which has been very instrumental in coming up with this presentation today and sharing the ideas. And that's just a wee example of it there, healthy, affordable dishes. It also ties in with the British Nutrition Foundation and their 8 tips on how to save money. And it links to our SIA GCSE Home Economics Food Nutrition fact files as well, and particularly our modifying recipes. So just now to have a look at some of the demonstrations that have taken place that I have used to help inspire and support our families and of course the children in our cost of living crisis. And just here it shows a showcase of skills that are achievable, cost effective, as well as healthy. And again, very appropriate for today after some of our speakers mentioning the importance of our healthy eating. So here are 4 examples that were completed during February. And this was to prepare our young students for our upcoming SIA GCSE Home Economics, Food Nutrition, and of course the Food Practical Activity examination. And the focus is on budget, portion control, and then using our energy saving appliance, for example, the air fryer. And just there on the left, an example of tomato soup using just 2 salad tomatoes and trying to stick to a budget. Honey and balsamic salmon, making use of the air fryer, using our own brand supermarket produce. Flat iron chicken, more a play on a name, but our own brand supermarket chicken as well. And of course, trying to support our local producers and farmers as well. And then the last example there is an example of a cheesecake, reducing the portions for single portions using store cupboard ingredients as well. And then, for example, learning the students how to freeze leftover cream to support them. Just a few more showcase of skills for budget cooking. This is a previous year, as I said earlier, this just has not come from this year, but it's just highlighting the importance of our budget cooking and our supporting our families in the current climate. There we have examples of Mediterranean bread, and of course, dividing recipes down, modifying them to make them more cost effective and to help control the portions. Homegrown produce as well, linking it back to obviously our Food Providence, which is covered in our GCSE Food Nutrition course, and the importance of how we're also able to link with our other subjects from SIA and within home economics, our agriculture and our horticulture at our occupational studies levels with growing herbs. The importance too of reusing ingredients, trying to limit food waste. So for example, our egg whites to make meringue and then to adapt it to a roulade or pavlova, for example, and helping to equip the children and educate them on the importance that then we can use, for example, egg yolks to make a basic custard, for example. The final picture is an example as well from last year where pupils were given a brief with some of our ingredients, and the only criteria was to come up with a 1-portion meal. Just another brief that was given out to a class of GCSE food and nutrition students who are currently in year 12 and ready to do their food examination in the next 2 weeks. So while in year 11, developing their skills, we used as much of our budget own brand products from supermarkets, and we also tried to stick to our farm quality assured labelling, although we can't see them in the picture, but that's what we aim for as well, to tie in. We've also been able to use our Livestock and Meat Commission, our live demonstrators from the representatives that come out from the LMC to help inspire. And of course, they always have the option of how to look at budgeting. And this ties in very well with our cost of living as well. And we can see there just from some of our basic ingredients. And I think that is the focus. And when we think about the farmers, referring to the produce that we have within the UK and Northern Ireland, just makes it so much more appropriate to come up with meal creation ideas. There's our pasta, our wheat as one of our biggest producers. Just have a few top tips to put forward. Just a play here on some of the terms. Trying to educate the children that can help then support their parents, carers and families. Freezer friendly, the freezer is your friend. Learning the pupils that we can use it. So if we have leftovers, we can freeze them. Looking at our store cupboard basics, our long shelf life, that can help it to be budget friendly. It also helps tie us in with our British Nutrition Foundation speaker who mentioned about the importance of including fibre in the diet of our young children, and to tie it back to that can help with their impact on learning in a positive way. And of course, our products with our high fibre, like our flour for maybe a wheat and scone. Just to mention two of the resources that are available from Food Effective Life. So another top tip is, let's tantalise the taste buds, appeal to the senses, see your food, not just taste it. And I really do from personal experience, and I know from many of my colleagues today, in our home economics departments, they make great use of the poster and the flashcards that we can use here for what helps to appeal the food to children, particularly children that maybe have additional needs as well, that are going to be more visual. So the textures and the taste and smell. And the last top tip, consistency is key. And that's just really to put out there a top tip that I know we often think we need more resources. And that's very true. And it's lovely to hear Dorothy today supporting all of us as home economics teachers, encouraging us to put through ideas of how we can make more suggestions. And we have great resources. Again, just another one from Food Effective Life, their budgeting presentation, which is excellent. And then, of course, what we have from our CF fact files as well, to help cost dishes, back to our British Nutrition Foundation on their 8 tips on how to save money, and keywords and buzzwords like shop smart. And just to conclude, we all have the same passion as home economics teachers. And I just often think about the arrival of our new principal a couple of years ago. And she mentioned about we want to bring out the best with praise and encouragement. And it was lovely to hear the praise and encouragement that we as home economics teachers give to our farmers. And talking about our farmer of 37 years of age taking over his family farm. And it ties into, I just know personally, with our school ethos at Magherafelt High School, inspiring to the success of the individual. And with a growing department of 4 members, and the links across the curriculum of SIA, and just being able to recommend all of the fantastic resources we have. And just back to you and about after school clubs, the importance of them. And it's great to read all the chats from the teachers and about Richard talking about it does start back at school. And we're so lucky to have our CF Food Providence topic, and we talk about crop rotation and the importance of we do need to feed ourselves 3 times a day. And we have the tools and the skills to be able to do that to our young people. And just as it was mentioned again by Richard, you know, it's a great skill set for young people to be able to move forward with this, and we are able to equip them. And just on a final note, I know our trips are limited, but to tie it back to Food Providence, last year we had the great privilege of inviting a local farmer from Little Bridge Farms, Farmer Caleb, who did a delivery of milk and our flavoured milks to a lovely Year 9 class who now currently are picking GCSE Food Nutrition or GCSE Occupational Studies Food or Agriculture. And one of the points they mentioned, they were really inspired from a careers promotion point of view of being able to meet a local farmer. And we are fortunate that he was able to come to us. And I'd just like to thank you very much today. I've just went a wee bit over time, and that is me finished. Thank you very, very much.